Hi, my name is Abby Fuska, and this is my self-reflection presentation. The picture in the right-hand corner is a picture of me at Chiang Kai-shek, which is a famous memorial in Taipei, Taiwan. So a little bit about myself. I grew up overseas in China and Taiwan. China was for 14 years, and then I moved to Taiwan for 5 years ago for my high school career. I was adopted from China when I was 15 months old, and I'm the oldest of three siblings. And in the bottom hand corner, you will see my little brother and little sister. And I also graduated from Morrison Christian Academy, which is a Christian school in Taiwan. And my mom is a fourth grade teacher there currently. I'm an upcoming sophomore at ASU, and I am a dietetics major with an exercise science minor. So, for my self assessment, I would say most of it is accurate, except for the fourth one, and I will talk a little bit about that later. So, it says I am open to new experiences, and I can see that in myself because I grew up overseas, and just because of how much I've moved, I've had to keep an open mind, and I've had to be open to new cultures and meeting new people and just new experiences. And so, I would say that is fairly accurate. My second one was conscious, and I would say I'm decently conscious of what's around me and my environment. That may also be because of the fact that I grew up overseas and I had to know what was going on around me at all times, just because the culture is very different over there than it is compared to America. And you have to be conscious with with the way you present yourself and what you say and who you're around. The third one, extroverted, I would say I am definitely extroverted. I really like meeting new people. I am such a people person. I really like talking to people and listening to them and getting to know who they are and hearing their stories. For the fourth one, disagreeable or agreeable, I would say that is the one thing I disagree with for my self assessment, because I would say I'm more on the agreeable side just because I am a people pleaser and I want to present myself as agreeable. And most of the time, I would say I do agree with people, or because of my open mind, I can see their point of view. So I would say I'm definitely more agreeable than disagreeable. And the fifth one, nervous or high strung, I would say that is fairly accurate just because again, I'm the people pleaser. And if I get stressed out or if I get anxious about certain people, I feel like I get more nervous and I worry a little bit about what people think about me and it's not even just people, it's also school or work. I overthink about a lot of things typically. As for my leadership style, I would say I focus on service a lot just because a lot of the time people think about leadership as something that you do in order to lead people and step up. They think of leaders as the people in front, the ones who are the loudest or the most motivating or who has the best action plan, people like that. However, I have come to learn that service is also about service. I mean, that leadership is also about service. And I feel like a lot of people forget that. And so I try to make sure that when I am in a leadership position, I want to serve. I don't want to just tell people what to do. I want to say, like, what can I do for you? I would say my style is also very motivating. I like to be, I'm very determined and I like to motivate others, and I'm very self motivated. And I would also say my style is loyal. Whenever I am loyal slash stubborn, whenever I have a commitment I've made or an idea in my head, I am very committed to that idea. I'm very loyal to it and I want to get it done. And then finally, I am very type A. I am very organized. I always have a plan and I like following that plan. And so that comes out in my leadership style as very organized and put together. And so overall, I'd say my leadership style is mostly all those things. So as for my perception, for myself, I would say I'm outgoing, I'm loyal, I'm energetic, I'm friendly, I'm talkative, I'm motivated, self motivating. I would say most of those are all because of the fact that not just because I grew up overseas, but because a lot of them have to do with the fact that I'm extroverted, like the outgoing, the energetic, the friendly, the talkative parts of me. It's because I'm an extrovert. And then as for the way others view me, I typically get open-minded, impatient. I'm a good listener, I'm spontaneous, I'm charismatic, and I'm relatable. I would say that I agree with all of those just because I am. The one bad thing is I can be really impatient because, and maybe it's the type A in me, I really like having a plan and getting it done. And when my plan doesn't go as I want it to be, I do get impatient. However, I'd say I am very open minded because of the way I grew up overseas. I do like to listen to people, and I am charismatic because of being an extrovert. And I would say I'm decently relatable. So, for my life experiences, I would say moving to Taiwan and growing up in Asia, I'm going to group those two together. Those really shaped me as a person just because I was exposed to a different culture than my passport country culture. And honestly, I have never lived in America until coming here for college, even though my parents are American. And so I just grew up in a very different culture. And so I feel like it's shaped me to become who I am just because I do take parts of Asian culture to heart, but I also take parts of American culture to heart. And so I'm a mixture of both. I would also say getting hired as a group fitness instructor this semester has really been a huge life experience just because it's more so about my academic and work experience. And I'm really looking forward to starting my dream. So I want to be a certified personal trainer one day, and this is the first step I want to take. Also in high school, I went to boarding school for 3 years because the school my mom teaches at has a boarding school section in it. And so I chose to go just because it was in the city and I grew up in the city in China. And so that was a huge life experience just because I got to meet new people and I was more independent and it prepared me for college. And so it was definitely beneficial to me. And then finally, I was a senior leader for a sophomore school trip in Taiwan. And so we went to the east coast of Taiwan for a couple of days. And I was basically a student chaperone for them. And so I just grew my independence and my leadership skills, and it was a lot of fun. As for my plans, I plan to go to graduate school, possibly at NC State or ECU or even App State. I'm not sure yet. I need to get a master's in dietetics to become an RD. I'm currently working on a CPT course, and hopefully I will have my certification by the end of the semester just because it will help me with my group fitness instructor job. As for the registered dietitian also goes along with the graduate school. I want to become a registered dietitian when I'm older and hopefully help people with diabetes and high blood sugar and cholesterol issues, and I really care about their health and fitness. Because I grew up overseas, I really want to travel the world one day, or not even travel the whole world, but I want to at least go to every single continent and just visit it and have fun and explore with some friends. And finally, I really want to start a business one day. My main goal is by the age of 30, I hopefully will have my own business. However, that can be flexible, and it'd be a health slash fitness business. And so I haven't really decided what for yet, but I just have the vague details in mind already. And in conclusion, I have decided that the self-assessment tasks were really helpful in this course. I really had a lot of fun learning about myself and figuring out whether or not it was accurate. I really like taking quizzes like that. And so I want to thank all of you for listening to my video and for helping me out with this course. So thank you.